Oh, didn't see you there. Then again, I never see you there. Still, it's almost like a trope I have now. Anyway, welcome to the season premiere of Power Up, season 14 premiere of Power Up. Yay! Anyway, for this episode, I was going to do Horizon Zero Dawn for the opening episode of my new in the cinematic format, but decided not to because now it's almost June, and yeah. So I'm going to do two quick ones. I'm going to do, well, two in the quicker format, in my classic format. This first episode will be TMNT Shredder's Revenge for the Nintendo Switch, and then the next one will be Smash Remix, but I'll go into that detail the next episode why I'm doing that ROM hack for one. It's kind of cool. But anyway, it's cool as anyway, this is a cool game. I remember if you've been on the channel long enough, since this channel has been this channel has been here since 2006. It's wow, amazing. But yeah, I've done the second episode, the very second episode of Power Up was TMNT 2, the arcade game. So I'm a big fan of the boys in green. So yeah, so anyway, we'll get to those. Let's get those fancy credits and welcome to season 14.
Breaking news.
Shredder's Revenge was released in 2022 as a tribute to the classic TMNT arcade games from the 80s and 90s, with amazing pixel art graphics, catchy music, and a very simple but amazingly satisfying gameplay. Of course, you can choose from the four turtles, Leo, Raph, Don, and Mike, as well as Casey Jones as a cycle character later on, as well as Shredder and April O'Neil. That's pretty cool. I thought that was pretty cool to do that. It's kind of about time too, by the way. Anyway, the game you can play, of course you can play solo as all these games do, or you can play up to 3 people, and I think you can play up to like 6 in like an online mode, which is kind of cool. I saw some streamers play that, which is pretty awesome. But I just played this one player because, that's just me. The game itself has 16 main levels, such as you start in like the Channel 6 newsroom, as well as you go through a zoo, the sewers, as well as a mall, and Dimension X. And it's all done on this really cool map screen. Well, like you take the and also as well, there's also some really cool there's your like surfing. We can be like skateboarding. We can do that, as well as just like you're in the sky and those kind of as well. And the soundtrack is really amazing. It's a really good soundtrack. And what's nice is for the mall level where you go for the mall, like you go to an arcade and you actually fight Toka and Razor from Turtles 2, the Turtles 2 movie. The live action ones, which is kind of a nice kick, and and it also says that it has the voices, some of the voice actors from the original cartoon are in there too, so you can hear like Raphael's voice a bit. It's really neat, and of course it does a great job of capturing the spirit and humor of the TMNT comics, cartoons, and all that. And there's a lot of like references to those things in the arcade game and all that stuff too. There's like I remember saying there's you go and oh, let me guess, I'm on a street level, or when you fight on the when you fight in on the streets of New York, it's almost like the cars. If you see these cars parked in a garage, you kind of know that okay, someone's gonna come out. You gotta jump and all that, which is nice. So, oh, okay, that's kind of a nice little touch there. So it's kind of cool, and but I like how it makes it fresh enough to keep playing. And also, besides there's a main mode where you play like the 16 levels, but there's also an arcade mode, which is a more simplified, quick, maybe quick and simple, and a couple of levels and boom, you're done. But it's cool that they have that option to begin with, and I think that option, you know, is your lives are very limited, and I think how that is the continuous limit too. I forget, but it's pretty good. But yeah, that was pretty fun, and I like too how much more moves they've added to this game's repertoire. I know I'm butchering this, but like, you know, unlike, you know, as much as I love, you know, I know you could say the original 2 arcade games are quite shallow moves wise, because they're meant to pump you were meant to pump quarters in, play a little bit, and move on as your day. So it's just, so your moveset was pretty limited. You know, it's moved to you had your basic attack, you had your basic attack, you and then the jump attack, and then your specialty move, or your specialty like get out of danger move. You push the buttons together, and each turtle has like a special move. And then too, as well, you know, for the second arcade game, they added, you know, the toss guys on the screen thing, and the part where you can whip your guys from side to side to do a lot of damage and stuff like that. But that was about the extent of your move. And plus a couple of dash moves they have. That was not, you know, your moves were not the best. They're cool, but they're pretty still limited. But here in Shredder's Revenge, they add a lot more stuff to it. You can actually do a lot more. You know, there's over like 16 or some moves you can do, and it's really neat. So for those of you who wanted more variety in the ways you can take down enemies, here you go. It's kind of nice. But yeah, you know, there's also, let me see, you know, sciences too, and of course it has the you know, you can use items in the like environment to do more damage as well, like, you know, cameras and fire hydrants and what you expect, you know, boxes and stuff, and some boxes, and of course, you know, there's a pizza power-up here. They've added, you know, they've brought back the invisibility piece as well, which is nice. And they also had a couple new power-ups. You can do like your special move as much times as you want, or your ninja move as much times as you want as well. It's just a really, really fun and well-done game. I was kind of surprised. And nowadays, you know, I don't do, you know, I haven't bought much newer games, because, you know, I'm doing my retro stuff, and I sold a lot of like my Switch games, a lot of PS4, PS3, and, you know, stuff to other back to like game stores. I just don't play a whole lot these days. You know, new game wise, you know, I kind of be more, I'm more careful about what I play, and since I pretty much discontinued my subscription services like PS Plus and Xbox Live Game Passes, because I was overdoing it a bit. I thought it was way too much games to play. It's cool that it's there, but anyway. So I get a game like this, which is not a physical copy, is more my speed, because then I'm not, oh, I have all these games I can play, you know. And granted, I have Everdrive, so it's kind of like, okay, he's doing the same thing, but it's not online. But, you know, even for that, you know, I kind of know what I want to play. So I kind of more measured of, okay, this is cool, but I kind of want to play these main ones. I want to play more than these other ones I got. So that's kind of, you know, so, you know, for those, and I'm not saying don't play those services, they suck. No, you know, if you like using a subscription service like PlayStation Plus, or even the Switch Online service, for their, you know, go for it. You know, that's how you want to experience games. That's how you get some of you, and maybe, and most of you, most of you hearing me blabber on here, probably don't have an unlimited budget, and your time is limited as well. And you don't want to like spend money on all these physical copies. So especially if it's Xbox PS Plus, you just want to, you know, play it on a, just, you know, you almost want to what equates to renting it and just go on your merry way. You know, play a little bit, go on your way. So to me, anyway, I'm kind of going on. Apologies for the so ranting about subscription services, but anyway, that's why to me for physical copies, I'm usually just limiting how much games I play. So it was nice. You know, excuse me, going the long way around. Maybe, oh, what is the main point of getting to, Marcus? I guess the main point I'm trying to get is at least now when I saw Shredder's Revenge come out as physical copy, like, oh, I can just get that. So I can just get what I want to get and not have to worry about, oh, there's all these games coming out. So anyway, yes, Shredder's Revenge is really fun. Sorry for the roundabout way, but you know, that's why anyway, and all these, you know, it's really fun, and I like playing it. And so yeah, and so Shredder's Revenge is really fun. I like doing it. You know, I know too in this game. I'm just, and I know also they have a survival mode, I think, which I didn't really play, but I hear it's fun. And but yeah, it's of course, so I would highly recommend this game. I like beat 'em ups, especially the TMNT beat 'em ups. They're always fun. And this is a really fun game. I'm happy they made this, and pick it up. It's good. It's awesome. And anyway, before I bid you all adieu for this episode, as you can see here, I'm going back, I'm going back and forth between the format for the episodes. Now that it's like almost June, I gotta, I want to still go by my, 3 episodes or so per season section. So I was kind of far behind here. I've been living my life a bit, and since I do this only for fun, I'm kind of, okay, crap, I should probably do something like this. So what I might do is, I was going to do Horizon Zero Dawn for the upcoming episode, but you know what, because I'm so busy in my life, and it was my birthday recently as I'm recording this, maybe I'll just do some quick little, too quick, my classic format to get you all primed for this season, to get you all primed, and then maybe for this coming, this glut of, for the summer series of episodes, maybe I can do those cinematic format ones. I can get it all ready, get it all done, and then I can just pop them on YouTube. I'm still kind of like, I still should be more. I should be more better with like, okay, what am I actually going to do for these? But yeah, at least for this first opening spring, lot of the spring section of Power Up. It'll be these too quick. I'll be doing. Today I did for this episode I did Shredder's Revenge, but for this next episode it'll be Smash Remix, what I'm trying to do. So, my friend Jake, Punky Guitars Jake, if you've seen him on my channel here, he keeps like talking to me about, oh, we should play Smash Remix. And actually I did it on the stream a while ago, and I thought was what I was, even though I've already done Super Smash Brothers as like a first season episode back in 2010. I decided to give it its own showcase, its own episode, and I know as well. I know I've also started a new spin-off series, Part Replay, but I use that to just update if I want to like add. That is more of an addendum series, or like I'm adding to stuff that maybe, oh, there's more information came out about this one game that I've already reviewed. Maybe I'll add more to it and just or just refresh people with about that game. But since this is basically a ROM hack, which is to me a brand new game pretty much, because it adds so much more stuff, I can review it on its own merits as a game, because it adds so much to Smash Brothers even as a ROM hack. I don't mind reviewing it as its own proper episode. And so since I recently got an OSSC again, I can now review those. I can review games that I couldn't review otherwise, because I didn't have that technology. I could capture it properly. So anyway, yay, welcome everyone to season 14. Holy crap, I've been here a long time, but usually for the time being, I've been doing Power pretty regularly. I know I've been doing a lot of 4K 60 live streams as well. And I know as well, I know because my upload speed here is fantastic, but because it's Comcast, they like to limit how much internet you have per month. So I kind of have to be careful how much of those I do when I can just, do a Power or something. So I don't need to be dependent on a high quality live stream, because I don't consider myself much of a streamer. I mean, I come on every now and then and say, hey, but maybe I should, not. See, the beauty of YouTube is, since I do this also just for fun, as a hobby, I can just go back to doing a Power Up and just not have to worry about using all that upload speed, and just allow me to use it for uploading Power Ups and stuff, or YouTube stuff. So, among other things. So anyway, as always, thank you so much for watching, and stay tuned to whatever I do next. Till the next time. And anyway, too, I know I'm kind of doing this. When I first recorded the stuff for this episodes, I had them all in one go, and it didn't go too well. I guess 8K doesn't like DaVinci Resolve doesn't like 8K sometimes, so it is what it is. But I'd like to say is, thank you for those of you watching who have watched a lot of my stuff throughout the years. Now I'm in another place now, so I started bringing this show like in my toxic, when I was still in a group home, was toxic, bad as icky. And so yeah, and nowadays, years later, here I am. The show still flourishes. And of course, I do this for fun. This is always just spare time, yay. But I like doing it. 14 years later, it still persists, yay. And like 3 locations later, here I am, still doing it. But though, since I do this for fun, I don't personally, monetize this stuff. I'm not asking for like PayPal and stuff. I don't ever ask for that, because unless, you know, so yeah, I don't really care much for that. You know, I know a lot of my friends have asked me, hey, can I buy a pizza sometimes for those people? Hey, I'll try, you know, sure, I can, you know, but those are my friends in real life, and yay. So, but for the most part, I just, you know, random people giving me money, yeah, don't need that, don't want that. You know, give your money to someone else who does this for a living, or, you know, or they're on Twitch or something, whatever. Give it to those people who probably deserve it more than I do. So, yay. So, but yeah, you know, but anyways, thank you for if any of you are watching, you know, thank you for watching these all. You know, I've been doing kind of more Stream Center lately, but you know, Power Up, you know, I always like, oh, I should probably do more of these because, yay, I like doing them, and yeah, and so anyways, thank you, and thank you much for, like, you know, still watching watching my face on YouTube and stuff. Appreciate y'all, all 5 of you. I'm more of you too. I could be, you know, I'm just being humorous here, but thank you, and yeah, enjoy, and you know, and I know I do want more stuff to do for the channel as well, so that's cool. And oh, and by the way, I forgot, you know, even though back in the day, you know, as you know, I used to mention Level Up a whole lot. Well, but now they have new management. They now currently have new management, but I'll probably put their information around here somewhere. I'm not, you know, I know they still have the Egan, no, they still have the Hastings and Minneapolis locations, but they have a new one in St. Paul, and instead of this, you know, I'll probably like put them somewhere around here, or somewhere, or even at the end of the video too, I'll put them there as well, because, you know, I do think, you know, I hear some people that I know from there still watch my episodes, so thank you to Tony Leitner, the Tonys, for checking up on this channel. Really appreciate you both. You know, I know Tony Leitner for sure watches that, so Tony, Lights, appreciate you, man. Hope you're doing okay in this world. Thank you for giving me half of my collection, and I basically still half it back to Level Up now, to the new management Level Up, because I feel I'm not playing most of those games. And back in the day, you know, I was in a really crappy situation, and just to get that escape, so I'm not eating a lot of them, so I sold them back to the store, to Level Up St. Paul. So hopefully they can get as much enjoyment as I probably never would have. So yay! So yeah, so you know, visit, you know, Level Up Games. They're still awesome. They're still pretty neat. They got all the stuff I said before: comics, games, board games, you know, all the awesome stuff. Give them a look, you know. So yay. So anyway, that's all my piece fits on. So yay. So enjoy.